Hey guys, remember this kitchen? We're making something else this time. Except it's 1 in the freaking morning. Alright, I'll prove it to you. It's dark outside. It's 1 in the morning. Alright, so we're making some pancakes. Best buttermilk pancakes. So let's start this off by getting out all the materials. So 2 cups of flour. Here's some flour. Let's have some nice music going. So first we have our flour. Now we need 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Let's turn on this light. Never mind, the light doesn't work. This baking soda. We want baking powder. Baking powder. I'm pretty sure any baking powder will do. This should do just fine. Yes, it's baking powder. Now you're gonna go grab the baking soda. Alright, now that we've got the baking soda, we need some salt. So here's just some salt that you'll put on pretty much any food. Now you need some sugar. I think that's all the dry ingredients. Alright, so now, what do we need? We need eggs now. We'll need about 2 of these. Remember my fridge? Last time we were in this fridge, we were making grilled cheese. Remember that? Alright, so now we got the eggs. Alright, so now we got the eggs out. Now we need 3 cups of buttermilk. Let me see if I have some buttermilk up here. I believe I have some. Here we got some syrup. We might use that later. I believe this is some buttermilk. Yes, we have some buttermilk. Here, let me set this down real fast. Okay, now we have the buttermilk. It needs to be mixed a bit. It sometimes unsettles, so you might need to shake it up a bit. Okay, and then we just need some melted butter, 4 tablespoons of it. So now that you have all your dry ingredients, you can mostly set them off to the side. So if you have another counter, you can just move all these over here. Because over here is where we are going to be mixing all of our materials here. Baking soda, you know, the idolized salt. So now I think we should start off by melting the butter. I think that'd be a good place to start. So you might want to go to your fridge, find a nice good stick of butter. It doesn't appear that we have some, so I guess that means we have to go downstairs, am I right? Alright, let's go. Alright, you guys remember my basement, right? So, we turn on the food storage light, and we go into the fridge, and we have butter on the right side. At least I hope we have butter, because... Okay, so we don't have butter in the fridge. Which means we have to run into the extra freezer. Okay, good. We have some butter in here. We got some Western Family sweet cream butter. I guess that'll work. Alright, so now we got butter. We can head back upstairs. Alright, so now we got our butter from the downstairs. You might want to open that. If I can get it open. Okay, so for these homemade Scotch pancakes, we're going to need 4 tablespoons. So about, what is that, half of this 1 stick. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the extra butter in the fridge. Right there, will work fine, right there. Alright, now we got the butter, so we need 4 tablespoons, as it says right there, 4 tablespoons. So we're going to cut the 4 tablespoons in half. So just grab a knife here. This knife will work. Excuse my hand, it is in the way. And cut it about in half. So just get working on that to cut it in half. Okay, so after a bit of frustration, we got the butter into this bowl here. So as it said, it has to be melted. So I got it in a bowl, and I'm going to put this plate over it, but leave a little bit so air can circulate. But before we do that, we're gonna want to get a bowl ready so we can pour our materials or our cooking supplies into this pot. I think this is big enough. No, we're gonna use the biggest one just because I don't know how much this makes. There we go. So I got a pretty big glass bowl. So I'll just put all this in here and stack it up into here or wherever you keep your glass pans and bowls. Okay, so now that we have the butter ready to be melted, let's open up the microwave. This is probably the easiest and the most simple way to melt your butter, just because it's fast and effective. So let's just place the butter in there and make sure to leave a little hole, just like that. You might have to readjust it a few times, like me, to get enough air. Now you can shut this, and if your microwave's fancy, you even have a soften/melt button, and then you can select what you want. So let's see here, we have butter, yeah, so we'll just, let's see, touch 1 to 3. 1 stick, yeah, we'll say 1 stick. So that's just gonna slowly start to melt the butter. I probably won't do it for the whole time, just to keep monitoring it and see how good it will do. Just rotating in there. And I bet in the next 5 seconds we'll check it. Okay, so let's check it right now and see where we're at. So just kind of take this off. As you see, we kind of haven't melted it very much. And if this takes too long with the butter option, you can just probably do like 10-second intervals. Hello, sir. Alright, and then just keep checking it after the 10-second intervals. See, it's starting to soften up and melt. Just don't do it for too long and don't leave it unattended, because it is possible that it could explode, which that wouldn't be good. That would ruin our pancakes. You can probably hear it start popping in there. Do it a few more times. Not a minute, no. Just 10 seconds. It's definitely starting to pop in there. You could probably do it for now 5-second intervals because it's getting so melted. So now the butter's pretty much melted. You can leave it at that point. So now you can pour the butter into here. Pretty much get it all. And then you can probably grab just like this rubber spoon here. And just like kind of break it up. Just kind of like this. It'll get mixed in eventually with the rest of our materials. If you don't think this is good enough, you could have melted it for a bit longer if you really wanted to. It's good. You can just set it off to the side. Great, so now that that's melted, we can move on to the next step. So the butter's pretty much melted. I guess I could have done it for longer, but it doesn't really matter because it's all going to be mixed anyway, right? Alright, so now you should probably keep this just because you're going to mix with it later. So if you have like a little thing like I do, just set it right there on this little thing. Kind of holds the utensil. So once we have the butter mixed in, we're going to work our way backwards. So 3 cups of buttermilk, which is kind of a lot, but hey, it's pancakes, am I right? So get your buttermilk. Hopefully you have a 1 cup available. 2/3. dirty dishes. Well, I'm just gonna use the dirty one anyway because it'll be a lot faster. If there is one. 1 cup. Right here, I believe. That's 3/4. Yeah, I'm not having very good luck today. Alright, so I gave up on the whole plastic thing, so what we can do is you can get one of these big glass ones. And just kind of set it there. I guess I could use this one if I wanted 3 cups, but whatever. I also have a ton of apples, we might use those. Alright, so now take the lid off your buttermilk, and you're going to want 3 cups. But this one only holds 2 cups. I believe, yes, 2 cups. Alright, so let's pour this in. That is 2 cups. Alright, so... Alright, so now we're going to pour the buttermilk in. God, we chose the big bowl. Alright, and then put in the 1 cup. We're just barely short, but I think it'll be okay. I'm sorry, Mother, I'll buy you more buttermilk. Alright, so finish that off. Alright. Just set that off to the side now. And maybe we can be done with this. We'll set that off to the side for now. Okay, now we need the 2 eggs. So let's get our eggs out. They're over here. Alright, so let's take the lid off. We only need 2. So we can take out these 2, set them on the paper. And now that we're done with the eggs, we can just put them away now. Alright, so now we got the 2 eggs out. I hope you guys can crack eggs. Because I sure can't. Now that we got the 2 eggs mixed in, we now need 3 tablespoons of sugar, as it says on the recipe. So go into your drawer where you have all your utensils. So you have a 1/4 teaspoon. I don't know what this is. Obviously not a lot here. Tablespoon, maybe. So find a tablespoon. I don't know where I'm gonna look. I'll find one right now. Let's go look over here. Tablespoon, tablespoon, tablespoon. Tablespoon? Can't even read this. You know what? Wait, tablespoon. That's a tablespoon? Really? Oh, 10. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. So now we're gonna pour as much sugar as we need. So just bring the sugar over and get your measuring device ready and pour 3 tablespoons of sugar into your measuring device. That'd be nice, yes. So let's do that right now. Okay, so I've measured that about the sugar that's in here is about 3 tablespoons, I believe. Should I double check? Tablespoons. On the 3 mark, yes, that is 3 tablespoons. TB, tablespoon. Yeah, alright. So pour the sugar into there. Alright, so there's the 3 tablespoons, and now you need half a teaspoon. So about, yes, this is half a teaspoon, as you can see, half teaspoon of salt. And this is just your normal salt. It may look like this, or it might look like this. It could be in these kind of shakers. I'm just gonna use this one for just to make it simple. So now we can grab our salt, and now you're gonna pour your salt into this, and we're gonna put it into the mixture. Alright, we have our half a teaspoon of salt. Mix that in. Alright, we are now done with our salt and our sugar. So you can put away our sugar now. Open this up. Put it away up in there. You can also put away your salt just to clean things up a bit. Great. Now we need 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Yes, or is it baking powder? It's baking powder, right? Or 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So I believe right here we have 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of this of baking soda. So baking soda is this Arm & Hammer. Can be used for cleaning, but apparently can be used for baking too. I'm not sure how that works. So now we're gonna put just 1 teaspoon of this stuff into our mixture. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so now we can dump this in there, the baking soda. And now we're done with the baking soda. So now we can put this away. And now we are down to the 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So 2 of these of the baking powder, which I have plenty of baking powder, so we're blessed. So as you can see, there's plenty here. Just scoop it up and use this little edge that you can kind of scoop the edge off with, so it's sort of even. And pour that in. Scoop it up. That was horrible. There we go, and then just kind of scoop it off like that. There we go, so it's nice and flat. Pour that in there. Great. Now we are done with that. So now we can put the lid on and put it away. Great. So now all we're down to the flour, which we need 2 cups of. And I don't remember me seeing cups at all. So I'm just going to use half cup because it's simpler. So if you're using a half cup like me, you'll do 4 scoops. 4 scoops of flour, or if you're just using 1 cup, you'll do 2. Alright, so now we're gonna do 4 of these, at least for me, because I'm using a half cup. We're gonna put 4 of these in the mixture. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, that looks even enough, right? 1. And maybe 2. 2. This is about 3. There's a bit of flour on me, but it's fine. And we're gonna do 4 here, that was a bit much. You kind of level it off. I'd say that's about it because I had a bit of extra last time. All right, and now you're done with the flour. So now that we have all of our dry ingredients in, we can put everything away and get ready to mix. Okay, so now we can just get into the mixing process, which you guys can pretty much do this on your own. We're just mixing up all of the dry ingredients with the liquid ones. So I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and go through with that. Okay, so at this point of mixing, your whole batter should look like this, a nice uniform thing. And also you should get out the thing that you're cooking with. I'm using the griddle like last time with the grilled cheese, and I set it to 350 degrees. Also, if you didn't notice, I'm using a different camera because I ran out of space on my other one. Anyway, that's a different thing that I need to take care of. So once it's all mixed in and nice, just give it a few more good little stirs. Get the rest of the batter off your spatula. That looks good. We can put it back on our little utensil holder. So now that your griddle is heated and your mix is ready, you're going to want something to scoop the batter out with. And so, I think today we're going to be using this one, which appears to be a 1/3 of a cup. This sounds about nice sized. So now that we have the 1/3 cup, we can move the griddle over a bit so that we have more room. We can also move this over so we can put our bowl right there so we can start scooping. And so let's move our bowl. And now the time is 1:54 now. So, all right. So now you can scoop one. Make sure it doesn't drip because that'd make a big mess that we already don't want to clean up. And now you can just simply pour it onto there. Now I'm not the best pancake dropper person, but we can all hope for the best, right? Scoop one more in there. These are kind of all over the place, just to show an example. These might cook very fast at 350, so if you can't keep up, you might want to change the temperature down a bit. There we go. Just make sure that doesn't fall, because then you wouldn't have a scooper. You also probably want a spatula. I'm going to use this nice metal one so I can get a nice big area. Now with these pancakes, you're going to want to kind of wait for them to cook their bottoms first, even though most other people say that you want them cooked when they're bubbly. These ones just are more thin, so we're going to want to wait for the bottom to crisp. Goodness gracious. It's fine. Just kind of wait for the bottom to crisp on these. So you can just wait for that. So at this point, I think these are about ready to flip. So just kind of ease your way under the pancake. And I don't know how this one's going to turn out because I've never been very good at flipping. That one turned out okay, except for that. But hey, we're doing just fine. All right, and then you can do it to the second one. There we go. This turned out great. Then you can just wait for the other side to cook. Which this one should take less time because the griddle is more heated. So you can just wait for these to cook. Alright, so it's been about a few minutes and we're just checking on these pancakes. They're actually turning out very nicely and I think they're going to be very delicious. So you just want to kind of keep edging around the edges to slowly pick it up off the griddle because the batter still might be cooking and sticking to it. You'll start to notice it gets easier to pick up. So you flip this one kind of early, so just kind of let it sit there for a bit. This one's also probably still crisping on the bottom. So we'll wait for this one. Alright, so these are probably done crisping. See, that one got a little bit browner. And now we can check on this one, which is also about the right ideal crispness that you want. But you can leave them on for longer or less if you want to get them to your right thing. But I think these are done for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick them both up, take them over to the plate, and there you go. Now you have some nice pancakes. So yeah, now you can put whatever you want on them. So I'm gonna put Nutella on mine because I love Nutella a lot. So I just get a nice butter knife here. See, they're even steaming. You guys probably can't even see that. But hey. All right, so if I can get the Nutella open, sir. You know what? All right, we got the Nutella open. So now you can get your butter knife. Get some Nutella on this bee, just like that. There you go. You got some Nutella, and now you can spread it on all of your favorite pancakes and amazing things. Like this would even be better with whipped cream and strawberries and raspberries. There's so much you can do with just pancakes. Like the easiest thing on earth to make, even though this might be a long video, but hey, it's pancakes. Like you can't really go wrong with them. All right, there you go. You can even lick the knife. I can put the Nutella away, which so I'm just gonna slide right there. And of course you need something to drink, right? Well, this is a breakfasty meal, so we have to get some milk, right? Righto. So, twist this, kind of just carefully pour the milk into there. There we go, it's kind of full. There we go. Now you have your pancakes. Put the cap back on the milk. Get some nice little lighting. You can grab a fork. And boom. You now have a meal. Milk and some pancakes, and it's 2:02 now. What an accomplishment. And now you can just look at these nice pancakes that you've just delightfully made, and now you can enjoy to yourself what the accomplishment that you've learned to do, and you should be very proud, I'll have to say. And anyway, you guys can enjoy, and thank you for watching. If you want to see more content like this, it'd be great if you just left a like. I know I'm like every other YouTuber in the world, but it means a lot. So thanks for watching.